Hey, what's up? What's up, Facebook? We're here with Whatever It Takes Wednesday. This is episode number 5. I'm rolling solo today. I'll probably have a guest on next week, but I'm enjoying doing these solos in between too, because I like to talk and you know, when I bring people on, obviously I like to make it like more all about them, you know. So it's I enjoy doing these solos as well, and coming on here and providing value and things like that. And wrote myself a couple notes in reference to the topic I'm going to talk about today. And the topic is obviously what's on the board, how to become a professional networker and why it's important. And I'm going to tell you like what stemmed that story, what stemmed the importance of it, like what made me like title myself as a professional networker, because I didn't used to title myself as a professional networker. And the truth of the matter is we live up to the titles that we give ourselves, right? What's up, Troy? So we live up to the titles that we give ourselves. So, you know, if you want to become a professional networker, you need to start giving yourself that title, right? That's one of the reasons why I don't really like some of these programs out there that are like, yeah, I'm an addict and stuff like that. There's different programs that do that with titles and things like that. And I don't think people should title themselves something that's negative, or else people will want to live up to that title. You know what I mean? I know that's in the Bible too. I don't want to make this a religious call or nothing like that, but you know, we can recreate ourselves, right? So I'm a big firm believer in the titles that we give ourselves and the fact that we live up to them. And I'm going to go into a story where I first really started calling myself a professional networker, living up to the title, and working on becoming better and better at it as I went. In 2010, I joined a network marketing company, and I was like hitting every goal like that I set to accomplish. And these guys were like, yeah, we'd like you to speak on Saturday. We're doing this Super Saturday. We'd like you to speak in front of a room. There was like 100 people there or whatever. They're like, yeah, we want you to go there and speak about hitting goals because you're good at hitting goals. So I was like, all right, I'll go ahead and go there. I'll go there and speak, and I'll talk about like how I hit all my goals and things like that. And I did it, and I spoke, and it was pretty cool. But after that, this guy went up after me. Was a multi-millionaire, somebody that like, you know, I'm like, what's he got to say? You know what I mean? Like, what am I going to learn from this guy today? You know? And he one of the first things he said was he asked everybody in the room, and it was like, how many professional networkers do I have in the room? And there was only a couple people that like raised their hand. I wasn't one of them. I was like, I don't know, am I a professional networker? You know what I mean? I was like, I don't know, am I a professional networker? Like, I didn't really have that title. And so he goes on to talking about it and talking about the importance of it. And from what I got from the message, this is only my perspective, doesn't have to be yours. I speak everything that I say. But what I got from his message after hearing him speak is that if you don't consider yourself a professional networker, it's going to be a lot harder for you to succeed. You know, a lot of people like to go around and they like to you know, they say like they say these cop out sentences. They're like, yeah, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Huh. You know, all this stuff like that, right? So if that's the truth, why not become a professional networker? Why not work on getting to know somebody? You know what I mean? Like people say it to me. They say, oh, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, what I always say back to them is I always say, well, then go get to know somebody. You know what I mean? Because it ain't nothing but an excuse at the end of the day. There's a saying that's like something like the power of 6, like we're all connected by like 6 people or something like that. So it's really just a matter of you not going out there and getting to know the right people that can help you and help you improve your situation. Well, how do you do that? You know, like I don't know if you're in the sales space or if you work for somebody. If you work for somebody, that's cool too. It doesn't matter what the space is. If you're an entrepreneur, an employee, a mom, a dad, a son, a brother, a friend, if you're in a community, some kind of organization, I think it's so important to become a professional networker and just learn to connect with people better. One thing that people really like to hear, the number one thing that people like to hear is they like to hear their name. So it's very hard to learn somebody's first and last name off the back. So like when I introduce myself to people, I'm like, hey, my name's Dan. My name's Mike. Something sort of name's Mike. All right, cool, Mike. I say Mike before, and I'll talk to them before I let them go. I'm like, all right, Mike. I make sure I say their name 3 times, and that's how I remember. But like, let's say I was in business and I was trying to sell them something, or let's say I was in the community and I wanted to get them involved with my community somehow, or let's say that I'm an employee and I want to get a job with this person. I want to talk about this too, the importance of the long game, because everybody wants to play the short game. You know, it's like the poor mindset. It's a slot machine mentality. Like, all right, I want to make a connection today and it's going to just change my life instantly. What you need to do is you need to create habits, new habits, and make the habit of connecting with new people on a regular basis. And if you own a business, or if you have something that you stand behind, you don't want to be like, here's my company link, or here's the link to our community XYZ, here's this and here's that. The great thing about today with Facebook is the best link to give somebody is your Facebook link. You know, I had our last week's guest, my friend Kylo. Me and him were talking about this after we hung out. And he's definitely a professional networker. We were talking about this afterwards, and I was like, yeah, I went to this event, and you know, I'm meeting all these people. They're talking about their business and stuff like that, and I'm like, I'm not like going hard to talk about my business, because they need to learn, they need to get to know, like, and trust me first, right? So the best link to always give out is your Facebook link. You know, like, let people get to know you. You know what I mean? And so I'm at this event and I'm meeting all these people. I'm like, here's my phone. Get and send yourself a friend request. You know what I mean? So we can get connected. And then I know that we're going to be connected over time. We're going to get to talk and back and forth here and there and here, or whatever, however you want to say it. And over time, they're going to get to know me. I'm going to get to know them. And over time, we can do business together. Maybe we can help each other out some way. But see, that's the thing. Everybody's always trying to get answers right then and there. And the one big thing about becoming a professional networker is learning to play the long game. You know, learning to play the long game and starting to play the long game now rather than later. You know, because you need to start playing the long game now, because it takes a little while to build up relationships with the kind of people that that can help you. It's like I was talking to my fiance. You know, I got a pretty good connections, right? Like, she wants to get into the medical field and be a nurse and stuff. And I remember talking to her, and she was like, "Yeah." I was like, "Yeah, I got the connection, or I got the hookup right here. They're going to get you in there and everything." And she didn't feel that comfortable because it wasn't someone that she knew personally. You know what I mean? So like, for everybody, for all of us, like we all like to have our own personal connections, and it's just good to connect with people that can help you. And also know this too: the world is a two-way street. It's a two-way street. The world's a two-way street. So you can't be walking around like as a professional networker, connecting with people and stuff. You can't be like, "Yo, I need you to do this for me." If you ever ask somebody to do something for you, you say, if you do, make sure, this is how I always clean it up, because I want to make sure it's an equal exchange in energy. Everything is an equal exchange in energy. Everything in life to me is a sale, because if you don't believe me, you're selling yourself to your job, you're selling yourself to your community, your staff, your employees, your kids. We're all definitely selling at least ourselves. A lot of us in the sales business, we're selling other stuff as well. But hey, what's up, Akeem? What's going on? Kind of lost my train of thought here with the comments coming through. Hey, what's up? What's up, Nettie? What's going on? Jeff Gabriel, what's up, my boy? Yeah, I'm glad me and my man Jeff Gabriel connected. You know, he's a good dude too. But yeah, so I wanted to just touch on that. It's all about the long game. When it comes to being a professional networker. And one thing, when it comes into, connecting with people and things like that is I like to talk about is, would you bet on you? You know what I mean? Would you bet on you? Because people always like to, especially people that get involved with like network marketing companies and stuff like that. They're like, oh yeah, this is my leader. This is my leader. They're so great, and this company is great. They pay so good, and this is the best business model ever. E-commerce. This is the best business ever. Trading. This is the best business ever. Real estate. Like they talk about these things like they're trying to sell them and everything like that. But here's the thing. It's like I said before. If you follow me on Facebook, I don't know if I made it up or not. Probably didn't. Probably heard it somewhere else before and forget. But people don't bet on the racetrack. They bet on the horse. So when it comes to being a professional networker, you want to learn to become the horse that people would bet on. How do you do that? How do you do that? How do you become the horse people bet on? Well, one way to do that is to show up when you say you're going to show up. Is to do what you say you're going to do. Is to be responsible. To be responsible. It's hard to be responsible, right? Like sometimes I look like I have a family of 5. I take care of everybody here. You know what I mean? It's hard to be responsible. You know what I mean? Like I have friends that I grew up with that have died from drug overdose. I have friends that went to prison, for robbing banks and all. And people just went down the wrong road, and it's I can see like why they would mess up, because life is hard, right? Life is hard. It's hard to be responsible. But let me tell you something. It pays. It pays to be responsible, because when you become that horse that people can bet on, they'll start betting on you. You can start attracting money. You can start attracting a better lifestyle. You can start attracting better people in your life. A lot of people, being a professional networker definitely applies to the law of attraction. A lot of people wonder why they're broke. They wonder why they're out of shape. They wonder why, they have all these bad friends and things like that. Well, here's the thing. Like, if you hang out with 4 broke people, you're going to be the 5th broke one. If you hang out with 4 drug addicts, you're going to be the 5th drug addict. If you hang out with 4 thieves, you're going to be the 5th thief. If you hang out with 4 people that are out of shape, you're going to be the 5th person that's out of shape. So the law of attraction is 100% real, and because environment is stronger than willpower, you'll automatically start living like everybody else that's in your environment, because that becomes a standard. That becomes the norm. You know what I mean? So one thing in reference, and this all flows into being a professional networker, is just learning to be around the right people and doing whatever you can. A lot of people say things like, "Oh, I can't get out the hood." I can't get out the hood and stuff like that. And environment's just stronger than willpower. So what you need to do is you need to create your own environment within inside of an environment. Well, how do you do that? One way you can do that is the books that you read. You can read books in your house. You don't have to hang out on the corner. You know what I mean? You can go hang out somewhere else with people that are doing more, that are doing better things with their life. You know what I mean? So you have to be very, very aware. And here's the problem with that to most people that don't study like the law of attraction like me and don't read books, the same kind of books that I read, and probably most of the people that follow me read similar books that I read. Here's the problem. People say, "Oh, I can't do that. I can't not hang out with my friends. I can't not hang out with my brothers and sisters, and I can't not hang out with my parents, and I love these people. I love these people." Well, here's the thing. If they're toxic, you need to be selfish. You need to love yourself more, because it's just like the whole airplane philosophy. You can't help other people if you don't put your own oxygen mask on first. So if you try to put on their oxygen mask before you put on your own oxygen mask, you're going to die. And they're going to die too. You know what I mean? So now you just done killed you and them. You know what I mean? So you need to put on your own oxygen mask first. You need to love yourself first. And what do you do with these people that you love so much? What do you do with them? Because you love them, right? What do you do? The thing that you want to do is you want to love them from a distance and not let them get inside of your space too much if they're not going down the same road as you. It doesn't mean that you don't love them. You know what I mean? You hang out with them on their birthdays, Christmas, holidays, things like that, or even just like on the weekend, get together on the weekend. But your Monday through Friday, your DMO, when you're trying to create that lifestyle of your dreams or whatever. I don't know what kind of dreamers I got on here, listening live or who's going to catch the recording. But if you want, if you want a good life, if you want a good lifestyle, Monday through Friday, your DMO, you need to be strict to who you're in contact with, and you need to be around the people that are going to lift you up. You know what I mean? The people that are going to lift you up, the people that want you to succeed, and you want to be around the people that are that've been through it too. That's why it's so important to get a mentor. Some people are just living life and they just don't even have mentors. Like, they're just like, or their mentors are the wrong people, right? Like maybe somebody that's just doing the wrong stuff. You know what I mean? Selling drugs or something else like that. You got to make sure you have the right mentors, because if you have the wrong mentors, you're going to end up either dead or in prison or something else like that. So, and like I was saying earlier in this call, and this show here, life's hard. You know what I mean? Life's hard, and that's why you want to get yourself. That's why you want to be around all the great people. And I think it's really important to be transparent too, because so that's what I think. Another thing too, I think it's really important to be transparent and to let your counterparts, like the people that are like you and are on the same mission as you, have them kind of people to talk to, because we all need someone to talk to. And this is one thing I always like to say too. I don't think that God put us all here together, to not be here for each other. Like sometimes I think some people will say like, I don't need nobody, but I think we do. I think we do need each other, and I think that we're stronger together, and especially stronger together when we're with other people that are on the same mission as us. So I want to touch on something too before I hang this one up. I want to talk about. I already kind of covered that. I was talking about events. Going to events that are powerful and that are incongruent to your life and incongruent to what you're endeavoring to accomplish. And I wanted to talk about events as in like people have the wrong like idea of like what they're for and things like that. Like, oh, I don't want to hear the rah rah, or they're going to talk exactly how to do this, and I'm going to be bored. Well, here's the thing. Back to the professional networker thing. It's not about the event. About what they're sharing at the event. It's about the hands that you shake. Right? Remember I was saying earlier. I was saying people like to say, it's not what you know, it's who you know. Well, go get to know somebody. How do you do that? You can go to live events where people that are like you or have what you want are there. You make friendships with them, because it's not about, it's about the handshakes. It's about the hands that you shake, right? It's about the hands that you shake. So you need to go out and shake some new hands. And sometimes for a lot of people, that might be uncomfortable. It might be uncomfortable to go out of your comfort zone. But here's the thing. To me, it's more uncomfortable not going out of my comfort zone. It's more uncomfortable not knowing that I'm not going to, achieve what I want to achieve. It's more uncomfortable to me knowing that that I'm not going forward. Because if you're not going forward, you're going backwards, because nothing in the universe stands still. It's like we're either climbing or we're sliding. It's like we're either living or we're dying. You know what I mean? Nothing stands still in the universe. It's just science. You know what I mean? That's a scientific fact. Nothing stands still in the universe. So you want to be growing, either growing or shrinking, living or you're dying, climbing or you're sliding. I got all kinds of sayings for this kind of stuff. But so I encourage. So I want to close this out with encouraging everyone watching. I want to thank you all for coming and watching. I like to talk about a lot of this kind of stuff, so it's fun for me to come out here and do this stuff. It's funny because I was just talking about going out of comfort zone and things like that, and people are like, "You look like you're real comfortable with doing these videos and stuff, man." Well, here's the thing: repetition is the mother of all skill, and this is like my 800th video. Like I have hundreds of videos, probably almost 1,000 videos now. So on my first videos, I would do pre-recorded and be like, yeah, I'm not sure if I forgot what I was saying there. That's one of the things I like about the live video, because like I lost my train of thought earlier for like a moment, and hey, it just is what it is. I forgot what I was talking about there for a minute. So I'm just gonna go through here. My man Hovind, Kellen Ambrose, my man Hector Lopez, Cole Kelly, what's up? So thank you guys. Thank you guys. Jeff Hakeem, my boy Hakeem. Nettie, Michael Batoni, Sam Bones, Sam Miller, Ricardo Simmons, Daniel Sproul, Troy Christopher. What's up? What's up, everybody? So thank you all for coming on and catching me live with this show. If you didn't watch it from the beginning, I encourage you to go back and watch it from the beginning. You know, and you know, get all my tips that I share. Like I said before, just my perspective. Awesome as always. Yep. Good seeing you on here, Kimberly. Very cool, very cool. So thank you. So anyway, thank you very much. See you on the next whatever it takes Wednesday. Peace.